Welcome to another episode of Game Boy Roulette, where we take a look at randomly chosen games from the Game Boy library. Super Return of the Jedi? Oh man, I hope Kylo Ren's in this one. Super Return of the Jedi... You know what? Hang on. If I'm gonna do this intro, I'm gonna do it right. Give me one sec. LucasArts. Black Pearl. Real-Time Associates. How many of these? Oh. Super Star Wars Return of the Jedi. Looks nice for Game Boy. Let's go. Hey, they stole my intro. Oh my god, what a bunch of jerks. A long time ago in a galaxy far... Okay. Star Wars. Damn, that looks really nice for Game Boy. Now we watch this orbit the planet for the rest of the game. Oh man. This looks very... Commander, I should say the new Death Star is complete. Yes, we should double our efforts. Bounty Hunter. Bausch. Oh wow, this character select. Chewie, Luke, Leia. Let's go Luke. Whoa, right off the bat starting. Okay. Okay, this is Luke. Duck. Look up. Jumps. If I hold attack, it appears I can, shield. Hiya! Oh god. Let's go. Let's just go. Ah! Spider! I got the D? There we go. So, it's platformer. Pretty standard stuff. Whoa! Disregard that. Pretty awesome stuff, I mean. Oh god. Oh, I'm fine. Oh, I got killed by the... Ah! And thus Star Wars ended forever. Let's play as Chewie. So each character has their own special ability, which is nice. Go, Peter Mayhew, go! Okay, I remember the Super Star Wars games on the Super Nintendo being pretty great. And this one so far is, let's call it okay. What does D do? Oh! I can shoot in any direction I want. That's actually pretty nice. What am I even fighting, by the way? It looks like I'm fighting a chess piece. There we go. Oh, oh god. Ah! And then Chewie died. Okay, let's give Leia a chance. I believe this is Leia disguised as the bounty hunter from... I forget what the name of the movie was. Star something. So far it's okay. Controls are a little stiff, though. That is nice, but like, jump, jump. It feels a little difficult to control things, and a little difficult to avoid getting hit. Still, though, in terms of platforming, it's doing what it needs to. And I will say this, graphically, it's pretty gorgeous. Oops. Oh, God. Oh. Try again. I shall try again once again. Let's go back to Luke. I don't remember all of this happening in Star Wars, but I'm just going to assume it was there. It's been a while. This was the movie where Spock died, right? I think that's what it was. Oh, spoilers. So the more I'm playing it, the jumping controls are... Okay. Whoa! Oh no! Ah! As I was saying, the more I play it, the jumping controls are actually decently responsive. I'm able to control myself pretty well. And again, graphically, it's one of the nicer ones to look at. I mean, you know, it's a lot... I mean, look at his run animation. That's a lot of sprites for Game Boy. Okay. Maybe I should start hitting things with my lightsaber thing. Take that, you. And you as well, also. That heart is freaking out. Did I get it? Oh no! Oh god. So, yeah, it's, pretty good. That said, the Super Star Wars games on SNES, you could probably find them just as, for just as much. Just as easily. And they're just overall better. I mean, obviously you're comparing two completely different styles of, game between Game Boy and SNES, but this is one of the ones where I'd say it's definitely worth looking up the, SNES one. Hey! That's pretty nice. So for a platformer, it is giving me a lot of options. Unfortunately, I'm running out of life very quickly. Let's take a risk. That worked? What? Oh, it didn't. And thus, the galaxy was lost to Darth Vader forever. So, that fell on the scale somewhere between Empire Strikes Back and Phantom Menace. The first thing to mention, the graphics looked pretty fantastic for Game Boy. Everything was well animated and distinct, the sprites were detailed, and that cutscene at the start looked seriously phenomenal. That said, gameplay-wise, it was a little lacking. Don't get me wrong, it was still enjoyable for the most part, but the controls felt a bit stiff while playing. I could control why I was jumping, but it just came across as clunky. The combat was weird too, it was hard to figure out where the hitboxes were, and I was having some trouble not getting hit. Not to say it was a bad experience, I was definitely enjoying it, but as I said, I think that if you're looking to play a Star Wars platformer, probably stick with the SNES ones. But looking at this game in a vacuum, it's perfectly fine. It sounds fine and it plays fine. I've played better, but I have most certainly played a lot worse. Alternately, just load it up and look at it. God damn, that is impressive. And that's all for another episode of Game Boy Roulette. Tune in next time as we continue digging through the Game Boy vault. I'm BrianJ, and I will see you next time.